Alright, I'll share my whole screen. So yeah, here he, Michael talks about from 11:50 to 10 past 10, you know, or even just like this last 30-minute window, but I use 50 to 12:10 roundabout, or even the last 15 minutes. If I go to pound USD here, right, that is 11:50 and that's 12:10. He says that one should expect a reversal. All right. So if you are trading pound USD, so if I'm trading pound USD here, and I see that we make this bullish propulsion block after clearing this low here, do you see these smooth lows here? Let me hide this thing quickly. So clean run on sell side, propulsion block here. If say you choose to get long here, even if this was going to be an extremely conservative trade, if you see this wick down here, and you say to yourself, cool, I want my stop loss. You say if you're entering there and you want your stop loss just at the consequent encroachment. If you are targeting this opposing high, because think of it, the market at some point does make this inversion here, right, with this candle. So now, also after this prop lock, you want this previous range here. Now you could wish for price to come all the way back up here, but mind you, this is Wednesday and it's pound USD. It's already had an entire day of quite a lot of volatility. I mean, the least one could do is say if you maybe only closed half here and you move your stop to break even, but this would be a point at where I'd be fine with, say, 1.46 or is not terrible, especially if you're doing scalping and you've got at least a 60% win ratio. So let's say you now stay in this trade, and yes, this is now the New York lunch starts at 12 o'clock. So you're now saying, cool. Another reason why you took this bullish propulsion block was because after this candlestick here run, clears this high, it forms this propulsion block here. But you knew that this was going to be a weak sell-off because this top close candle has such a massive wick, and you notice how it fails to actually close past these lows. But if you wanted to be, this is not, I don't always enjoy it. But if you strictly just use the body, you said, no, fuck the wick, you see that we've now closed past the body of the singular up close candle. This, because think of it, the same candle at the same time made a bullish prop lock here. So because you see two, you take the trade. But then when you notice this bearish propulsion block here that forms on pound USD after clearing this high, you should also be nervous because now you think to yourself, oh shit, so that happens then and there. But if you go to, say Dixie, you notice that it was 5 minutes later was when we got a propulsion block on on Dixie as well. So if you see that here and you're like, okay, now screw it, you're gonna collapse the rest there. That's still 1R. Still actually quite decent. Um, so this is here, this comes from using this video's theory kind of, but just as well as if you really think about it, right? If if at this point in here, pound USD has dropped like hell here, right? And say once, so sorry, so Dixie pumps, GU dumps here, right? Then you see this pound USD move here. Say if you want, all you care about is the bodies. You just want to close past that level, and you want to do a cheeky long immediately. You just look at Dixie and you think to yourself, cool. We have a small inversion fair value gap inside that, right? So when price closes past say this low on this candle, you see that the same candle kind of gives you that confluence. Honestly, it's just that I don't have the accounts or the capabilities to do it. But if I could trade Dixie with just like the US dollar with pound USD and be like, cool, I go long here, one goes short here, and the second that either pair shows a reversal model, close it out. Like for example, if you went long here, very very tight stop. Um, sorry, so long at the close, extreme tight stop loss. You do get to 1.5 hour, right? But if you're now seeing cool at already 10:30, um, Dixie's made a bullish propulsion block. You should be looking to collapse this position at say maybe the next time it takes a previous high, because then watch, before you know it, it just pulls back, and it would have run my stop here. So this is not a strategy of 5 or 10 or 25 or this is literally just trading within a very small range and using Dixie as a confluence. Now, if say maybe you choose to only trade, after certain highs and lows get taken on the higher time frame. I feel like if I went to let's do the 15-minute for the sake of it. You set both of these charts. If I went to Monday of last week, right? Say we're doing Asian and London. Come on, not Asian and London, London and New York. So it's 2 o'clock here, and you obviously see this Dixie is moving lower. It already created these relative equal highs here, but it made its bearish propulsion block, and it's running lower. So then, when you get to London now, maybe yes, one does see. Sorry, it's not even those aren't even the smooth lows. This low, this low, and that low have formed this perfect amount of sell side here, right? So maybe like so when 2 a.m. starts here on pound USD and you only have till 5, right? You're thinking to yourself, well, look, I don't trade till 5. I trade until maybe like 4 o'clock. Because usually if it's after 4 o'clock, there's nothing fantastic. Then it all opens up again at 7 to about, if you want to trade all this lunch markets, it's cool, but by 11 o'clock, you should call it a day. So within this entire window here, you're looking for the sell side within London session. You get this propulsion block here, but we fail. But you see how this lowers a massive wick. The wick is such a let's get in properly. If you strictly stuck to the bodies, this is a 15-minute time frame. You see this low here. This candle fails to close past it. Then you see this run up higher here, and you get another propulsion block. If for example, you took this trade here, fair enough. I wouldn't blame you. But one thing that could, because you could argue, yes, but we got to close past this propulsion block's low. Yes, you did get that close at 5 o'clock. But what are you looking for here? If you also want a propulsion block on this, you need a close past the wick high, and you don't get that. So maybe you're like, cool, if this candle closes past it, then maybe things could go in your favor. But what does GU do? It just reverses like, oh, On the move down, you okay? Well, first, I guess on the way up, price first made that fair value gap, and then way up here, it made another one, and that's now pound USD. So it's coming into 7 o'clock. What do we see Dixie do? Dixie at 7:15 makes its first inversion fair value gap, and second hurdle becomes this one over here. Gotta put in narcotics down. I can feel it fucking on my kidney. I'm punching my liver. If I let it kill it, my mama will never forgive me. Because we sweep this low, this wick high becomes a bullish breaker high. Mind you, on GU, what are you looking for still? This sell side here. So I'm still going off the assumption of trading pound USD here. But well, like, cool. So the same candle. So here, GU makes its inversion first. We're like, must I go short? No, wait for Dixie. It makes its one over here. If you choose to get short there, guess I never learn. If they hurt you, let them live. Oh, fuck me. It's 3.7R. These chains on me. And after we get this close here, past this bullish breaker high, I mean, then you see this propulsion block form here on Dixie. Well, actually, no, it fails. If we don't get a close past that wick high, then we get it here. And obviously, you see the speed in which this moves. Then this is a fantastic example as well of how this fair value gap in Dixie. So when you're on pound USD saying, oh, but price shot down here, just missed it. Let's remove this tool here. Just missed it, and now there's a strong pullback. Right? You're looking at Dixie at this point and thinking, cool, if we get a bearish change in the state of delivery, and maybe say an inversion fair value gap here as well, so past that low there, then I guess that pound USD will be continuing higher, and then maybe you can opt to roll that stop loss to break even. But what does it do? It runs this previous high here at 930. All right, comes back into this inversion fair value gap over here, fails to close past its high. I mean, look, I don't want to draw way too many lines on the screen, but that inversion fair value gap, its high gets respected. Same time we're respecting this Bessie here on Dixie, and I mean at that point, sell side has been traded to. The trade is done, and what helped say keep me out of potentially closing out on this run higher is that Dixie has this Bessie. I mean, if this just got closed past and violated, well then you're like, oh shit. Anyways, that's all I'll yap about today. I think this is a very good way of avoiding losses and just finding more perfect trades, and helping to avoid being caught in a range. It's phenomenal.